for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of the guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the...
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense on the first drive of the game. You're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. The junior making a find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Russell. Unloads it left. That's reeled in, it's Williams. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. They'll go back to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Bama.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1 this connection worked. Week 2 this connection working again. Tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. creates a little space. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense set on first down. Dropping back, it's Berry. Pickoff! What a play to set him up!
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Wants to go up top on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
It's a little bit short. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. And that defense gets to it. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Finding open areas. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to the ground. Nice move there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On the direct snap, it's Davis. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Berry. Here's a heat. gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Under fire. Plows through the defense. Finds his man. It's Davis. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Oh, better look out! Picks up the first down, still moving. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Gonna run it. It's Young. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Barry. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down, but did he see your quarterback go down 3 times? You might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Berry. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Made a defender miss. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Fit in the window for the score.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Using his legs, it's Webster. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Tide crowd rolling noise down the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Seminoles are on the move. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Balls and fired complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Back up now, here's 2nd and long. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. Slips away. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Cole. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Berry. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Seminoles will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. He'll pull it on the read. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires left. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They go to the ground. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. Complete in the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Back to pass, it's Russell. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. Good, solid tackle. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Williams. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Noles send out the punt unit.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown Tide! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Keeps looking downfield. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kick is on its way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Going right to work up top. Spins away from the defense.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wants to throw. It's Sperry. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in possession. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Hale. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Number 32, Hans punts it away.
They boot it away. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Russell. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Hubs it downfield. Got his man on the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. On the ground, it's Webster. Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Ferry. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They're just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic, the more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up second down.
Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The play action fake. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Ran through the contact. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field.
Punts it away.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. He'll do it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs it right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Punt is in the air. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He leaves it with his back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking back.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. To the air, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Hale. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Gets the back moving. Now the play fake. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback. It's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush. Sometimes it's a 3-man rush. Sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run. And you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quickly to the tight end. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Noles will send out the punt unit. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here comes that Alabama offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. There he goes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Here's another
This game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down and 10. The give to the back. Hard running there. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. The run from the shotgun. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He'll pull it on the read. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls it, fired complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Run in the red zone. It's Webster. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Ocha. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Applewhite. Got it set up on the outside. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. In the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Calls his own number. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Secures it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Here's the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an intercept.
A shot toward the end zone. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's Green. Got enough for the first down. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Using his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. He'll keep it himself. wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's good.